Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Singularity, Stage 2. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video, look in the description and you'll see a link that you can click on to take you the timestamp of when I do the Sharpie portion of the video. So, that being said, for those of you that are sticking around, first I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then I'll join everybody over in the Sharpie section. But for now, I got to do this. And I kind of want to go with an action pose. So I'm trying to think, well, no, I know what I want to do. I'm trying to think of how to get her there, basically is what I'm trying to say. Because I have to think of the bends and the folds and where they're going to be, because I'm looking at a screenshot of the shop, you know, an image from the shop showing what she looks like, so I can get the details down. But I don't have her in this pose, so I have to come up with it myself. And that's the fun part of drawing, is you're the creator. You're the one who says this is how it's going to be, you know? So you get to make it however you want. That's the fun part. But you've got to visualize and know where it's going to go and be able to take it there. So that's kind of the fun part of creating these on my own, like doing whatever I want to do. This is my show. I do what I want to do. This is how I draw. But, you know, that's why you're here, because you want to draw too. So, I got to think of how to accurately represent that. So, I think I'm good with that leg. I just need to, let's see. I got to think of anatomy and how it's going to go, how it fits, and then I can place her other leg appropriately. Appropriately. Okay. So this is going to stop there, and that'll give her room for her knee like that, which will have that piece there. And all of this too is I'm making it up, so you know, to a point, no one can tell me I'm wrong, but I also have to make sure I'm doing it right. Does that make sense? Like I can say, well, no, this is how I want to draw it, but I may not be drawing it right, you know. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm at least getting close. Okay, I think that's good for the legs. Like I got the pose that I want to put her in. And let's see. So that means this is going to go like this, and it's going to go like that. It's going to come up here. Let's see, her neck is going to be about right there. And a little far forward. I'm going to put it back a little further. That's what sketching is for. Just putting the lines over and over and over and over and over again until it's where I want it to be. Okay, I like this. How's yours coming along? Is anybody watching this? A lot of times I do this and I see where people jump in on videos, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, nobody's even watching. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. I smell. I can even sing a song about how I smell. Nobody's watching. Nobody sees. I'm just kidding. I don't smell. But I just thought I'd say something funny in case any of you are watching. And you want to laugh too. Okay, so I gotta thin some of this out. And let's see, I think, and I gotta, okay, so here's a big thing I need to work on. You always need to be practicing and working on stuff, and so it's good to know your flaws and work on them. And mine is, I always draw the hands way too big. Let me draw her head so I can kind of get an idea of the proportions. Yeah. So I always get excited about what I'm going to do for the hands, and I start drawing them way too big. So I gotta try to tone that down a little bit. And let's see, so the digits there, it still feels a little big, but I'm gonna keep going so I can maybe elegant them up a little bit. I know I just made an adjective into a verb, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. I think I can live with that. Let's see. Put this over here. Put that down there like that. Yeah, looks better. Let's see. What can I do with our other hand? Our other hand, I kind of want in like a I guess a fighting pose. Let's see. Do I want to just make a fist? I know sometimes it seems like a cheat because there's not much you got to do with a fist. But I mean, these are, you know, fighting characters, and as much as you're not really fighting with fists, I know you're fighting with guns. It's a fight still, you know. So I kind of look at it as strong character, you know. All right, I think I'm good with that. Okay, let's see. How about we do a face? Let's see. I gotta work on the line structure. Do you know the line structure? Like down the middle, across the eyes to the ears, that kind of thing. You should look that up. Maybe I'll do a video one day about how to do that. That's not what this video is. So we'll work on that one day. It's actually not too hard. It's about practice. You just always got to keep practicing. Okay. Let's see. I've got it looking off to the side. All right, I'm starting to focus here, and sometimes when I do that, I lose, or I go quiet because I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Not bad, not bad. I think I can get away with that. Let's see, I'm going to draw her a little whippy like that. Let's see, this one you can't quite see. But I can do it like that. So it's something, you know, at least it's there. And let's see. Here's up. Like that. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can get away with that. I just gotta remember not to draw too much into the hair because color is gonna take care of that little curly piece in the front, or colored piece, I guess. So, okay, so I think it's time to switch over. So ding, 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 Sharpie portion of the video. We're going to switch over to Sharpies now. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. And the Sharpie pen is a little finer than the fine point, go figure. So I'm going to use that to draw a few of the key details that are tinier than I could do with a Sharpie fine point. So I'm going to start with the eyes just to make sure I've got them in the right place and at the perfect angle before I move forward or have to restart, okay? So I'm going to draw the top of the eye like this. Oops, it's already a little bit too low. I already see I messed up, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going and see what I can do. I'm going to draw a little bit of the eyelash out like that, just to give me a place. And so now I'm going to draw the pupils like that. I wonder if I can draw the... No, I was trying to draw the black part, the actual pupil, not the retina. What's the color part? But it's too small. That's the other downside to drawing something this small, is I can't get too detailed. So I just kind of have to work with what I got and not go too crazy, because again, these Sharpies will start to bleed if I go nuts. So what I like to do is draw a little bit of makeup like that, and I can't go any further because, see, normally I don't draw that bottom line, but this time I did, and it's starting to cut off. So I got to stop where I'm going and work on more of the face to make it look like a face and imply certain features, okay? So I'm going to draw her forehead like this, into her nose like that. see, I'll try to draw the edge of her head like this. I'm going to start to thicken it up a little bit too. And see, I can't draw much of her eye on that side anyway, so that's all I can really do, and try to just finish up the rest of the face over here. So I'm going to come down for the lips like that, and then draw the chin like this. And let's go ahead and bring the chin all the way up to right there, because her hair is going to come down. And again, I'm going to start to thicken up these edges just a little bit, just if you're using a Sharpie, because like pencil, you're fine. But I'm about to switch over to this, and it's super thick. So I'm trying to balance out the thickness of everything by using line widths. Okay, so I drew a little nostril, and then the outer edge of the nose there. So now I'm going to try to draw the lips according to my little bumps that I did there. We'll give her a little bit of a playful smile like that. Alright, so not too bad, not the best in the world, but not too bad. I'll go ahead and draw her little hair piece that's hanging off the other side like that. And again, start to thicken it up just a little bit, just because I'm using Sharpie. Again, if you're not using a Sharpie and you're just using pencil, you don't have to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and give her some eyebrows like this. Alright, so now let's draw her hairline, and I'm just going to kind of jag it out just a little bit according to my sketch, so I can pick up where I want to for the hair, like that. That little, the long piece that's hanging off. And so I'm going to bring it back up like this, thicken it up just a little bit like I was talking about, and I'll go ahead and draw the ear. And the ear is pretty much the top of the ear. If your head is straight like this, the ear is in balance with the eye and the mouth. Or is it the nose? I don't know. I guess I'm not that good a teacher. It's the nose, right? Yeah, I think I'm off. But that's okay, because again, this is how I draw, you draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Alright, so now I'm just drawing the hair, and now I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie, so I'm starting to thicken it up just a little bit, and I don't want to draw too many of these strands like I was talking about, because the color is going to be right there, and I don't want to control that first with this part. Okay, so I'm drawing her hair, and the way I have it is kind of up like that, so that's why her skull is right here, but her hair is wrapped around it. So there is a reason for it to look this shape, is basically what I'm trying to say. And it's kind of wrapped around here, wrapped around in the back like that. She's got up in a bun is what I'm trying to draw. I say wrapped around, but it's a bun basically. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to Sharpie. Love that noise. Or the big Sharpie, the fine point Sharpie. And go from here. So now I can draw, see her neck is underneath this line, so we're going to come in and do like that. Draw this edge down like that to her collar. And her collar, I kind of have it up like this. Come down like that. And let's see, I've got this shoulder piece here that, or you know what, let's draw this neck piece. This neck piece is going to guide a few things here. So we're going to come down like this, and that's going to guide us to that piece, which is going to guide us to the middle piece, but this is going to give us the shoulder piece, basically is what it's going to give us. So I raised it up just a little bit because I got this arm up, okay? And so it's going to come back down and reconnect right here. And then there are, let's see, where this is going to go down to her chest, which is going to be right around, let's see, here, like that. And then connect on the sides right here. And that's what's going to connect to her rib cage around there. So since we're here, let's go ahead and draw her arm and finish this up. So it's pretty much just material to the wrist, I mean to the hand. So we don't have to worry about armor or any of that stuff. I'm just going to draw some folds to the crook of her arm, the inside elbow, and that's where the glove's going to be. So now I can do the back side to the back of her elbow, to the underside of her arm, like that. And so I do want to do some creases and folds just because I have her arm up, and that'll help us show that she's got a cloth shirt, you know? Okay, let's not go too crazy. I was going to draw more lines, but that's good. That's good. So here I'm going to draw the wrist, or the edge of the glove, like that, which is the wrist, and then draw her hand up in a fist. And to do that, I'm going to come in here and draw the inside of the hand. There's the crook of the fingers, like that, the pinky. So I could draw the back of her fist, like that, top of the finger, like that. Okay? And so now, since that's done, I'm going to do the thumb, like this, draw it out, and that's going to give me room to do the other fingers. And basically, I'm putting them underneath because they're covered up by everything else that's in front of them, you know? Alright, and so now that I did that, I'm going to add just a few more little creases and folds just to show that the hand is bent. And that's really all we're going to do. Okay, so, oh, well, she does have, like, fingerless gloves, so we'll go ahead and just do that, just to give it some fun. Okay, so anyway, so let's see. I've got kind of a wide chest for her, so I'm going to try to narrow this down a little bit. I'm going to bring. I should be drawing the inside, but it's bugging me, so I'm going to do this first, just to wrangle it in just a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. So there's a middle piece like this, and then there's another piece like this that goes up. So I'm thinning it up a little bit according to my sketch. That's basically why I wanted to do that. So now I can come back around and do what I was going to do. So I'm going to do the other shoulder like this, and then I'm going to bring her chest around like that. And so now I can draw the inner part, and I think I'm going to do that with the thinner Sharpie, just because I don't want it to stand out as much as this big fat Sharpie. I want it subtle, is what I'm trying to say. So this line comes down here, so that means this one's going to come down here like that, because it's the same on each side, and it's going to come down, and down, and then back out, like that. Didn't quite touch, back out like that, and it's going to come down, down, and then kind of do one of these like that. And then this side's going to come in and do that. This one's going to come in and do that. And that's really about it. Color is going to take care of the rest. There is kind of like a little I was trying to think of the description for this shape, but there's a shape. That's the best thing I could say, because I don't know what shape that is. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her other shoulder over here, and that's going to be kind of up like that. And then I can draw her other arm. And same thing, it's just material. So I'm just going to basically draw the shape of her arm, her forearm to the glove, come down, and let's just do the other side. So we're going to do to her elbow like that, then the back side of her arm, and connect it like that. Pretty easy, right? And so this one doesn't have too many folds, so I'm just going to kind of do something like that, just to make it come alive, just to make it cloth, you know. So let's finish this hand, and this hand I'm pretty much going to have doing like that. So I'm going to do the glove like this, and then I can do the side of her hand, the top edge like that to her knuckle, this one down here like this to her thumb, and then bring this one here. I like doing that just to get a feel for that piece and see if it looks right. It does. So now I'm just going to draw the thumb in there like this, then draw the first finger because it's on top of everything else like that. And then now I can draw the middle finger. I've got it flowing like this, and going in, this one like this, and that gives the pinky down here like that. And that's it. Pretty easy, right? Excuse me. Same thing, I'm just going to draw the edges for the gloves like that, since you can see just a little bit, and one more for the thumb. And there is like a shape on top that I'm just going to do like that. Color is really going to take care of it, but I felt like doing it. So, alright, so here we go. So now I need to draw the inner parts here, and so I'm going to bring it in just a little bit more, and I'm going to bring this one in just a little bit too, and then it's going to reconnect right there, and this is going to come out and come in, and then this piece is going to go like that. It's going to come down, pretty much do the same thing like that. There's a piece in the middle that, again, I should probably do with color, but I'm going to go ahead and just draw it, just because it's she's a cool character and she's got cool features to her. So now I'm going to draw her pouch and leggings, I guess is what they are. So due to my sketch, I know exactly where I'm going to be drawing this. So I'm going to draw a line like that. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to draw this here, and that's where they're connected. So same thing over here. I take it back. Hang on. This one has a pouch that we're going to pretty much do something like this. And that'll take care of that. So now I can do this other side that I was going to do just like I did there. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm sorry. I didn't draw this side. I know it's confusing, right? And then this one, I'm not going to draw the bottom because it's covered up by the bottom part of that. So here, we're going to do this side like this. And again, that's going to get covered up by that, so we're not going to draw all the rest of that. But then I can draw this to here. And again, it looks like it's floating, but it's because of the sketch. I know where things are going to be, so I can see where they're going to be. So that's why I can start and stop in certain parts. So now, let's just go ahead and connect this here like that. Connect to her hip like that. And I can draw the rest of her legs. So, I'm going to draw her leg like this. And I stopped there for a reason. Come in here like this. And I'm just going to come down like that. And this is because her metallic leg piece that she's got, because she's starting to get mech. She's starting to mech out, you know. So I'm going to draw over her like this, and this is like an armor piece that's over her. Well, you know what she looks like. I don't know why I'm having to explain this to you. You know, you got this, you got this. And so because it's armor and because it's mech, I'm just going to draw like a line like that, just to show a hard edge, you know, just to show that there is something there. Alright, so now let's go ahead, let's just finish this leg. Let's work over here. So now her leg is bent like this, and then she's got the knee piece for the back there, and then this one is bent over like that. So it's going to come down like this, and it's at an angle, so that's why instead of just down like that, it's kind of like this. So see how that's foreshortened? That's kind of why it looks a little shorter and stubbier than the rest. So now we're just going to bring this down here and do this. And again, there are other levels to it, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this just to kind of give it some hard edges, you know. And so now we're going to go ahead and finish up her boot. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm kind of making it up as I go according to the image I'm looking at. So, you know, here we're taking a little bit of artistic license to make it look good, make it look the way we want. Okay, not so much making it up, but going by, we can't draw every single little detail, basically is what I'm trying to say. So see, I get away with drawing what works for me, but I'm still trying to be faithful to the actual design. Okay, alright, so let's finish this leg here. So this one, same thing, has got that metal piece here, so we're going to come out like this, come down, and then bring it in here for the inside, and then I'm going to bring it up here like that, and do this, and then I'm going to do like I did before. See that thing there? That's what this is. I'm just trying to do it subtly. I wasn't trying to draw the entire thing. But I'm going to draw like a small little line like that, just to, you know, show that there's a hard edge. Okay, and so same thing, I'm just going to reconnect the leg right here. That's like a legging, so we don't have to worry about anything else besides just connecting it. And so now I'm going to do the other side of her knee here, and so it connects there. So I'm going to draw the edge of it there, come down to her ankle like this. Same thing over here, draw this side, just come up and reconnect right there. And there are those little pieces that are right there, so I'm just going to kind of do this, do that, and I can reconnect anything that didn't quite touch. Pretty easy, we're done, right? Again, I'm going to do something like this just to show some edges. Alright. Okay, and we're going to do the opposite leg, just going the opposite way. So we're going to draw that same side down like that, come over. This is going to come down, up, down, reconnect there. And let's see, there's another piece down like that, like this. And then the toe, let's see, there's the heel right there. The toe's coming down, pointing just a little bit. And I'll just do this. That way it's not as bold as the rest of them, but it's still there. And so actually, let's just finish up this one last little thing. There are some lines like for color that we're not going to worry about. We're going to let that take care of that right there. So that's going to stay blank. So now I'm just going to finish this right there and let color take care of the rest. So that is Singularity, Stage 2. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.